Welcome everybody. Welcome. How you guys doing today? My name is Mr. Finance Keon Corniff, coming straight out of the East Orange Financial Center. I am one of the proud leaders of the World System Builder, and I just wanted to come here to give you a quick introduction about what we're going to be talking about today. You see, financial literacy for everybody is very important, and I want to tell you the powerful thing about this blue book that's called Saving Your Future. This book here is one of the most powerful. All right, so we're officially back. So, one of the great things about this book is the fact that everybody needs this book. Everybody needs to understand about finance, some of the simple basic concepts about finance. We have these books in four different languages right now. And one of the greatest things is that we want to bring this to everybody. I mean, we're going to bring it to you in English. We're going to bring it to you in Spanish. We're going to bring it to you in Chinese and Vietnamese. And we're currently working on French, right? And we're working on so many different languages because everybody needs this. This simple concept is not just here in America, but it's worldwide. And everybody needs this. So, what I want to talk about, you see, we did a simple survey, right? And according to one of our recent surveys, here are these numbers. North America are facing serious financial challenges. In Canada, 35% of Canadians do not have any savings or investments. Only 27% of private sector's workers have an employer funded pension. How many people? 27%. Their average savings in the RRSP, which is their registered retirement savings plan, is only $55,000. How far $55,000 going to take you in retirement? The US picture is even gloomier. 33% or more than 77 million Americans don't pay their bills on time. Did you know that 39% carry credit card debts from month to month? And only 59% of adults say they have savings? You know what's the average amount people are saving these days? Anywhere from 0 to 5%. Now think about this. More than half now think it's acceptable to default and they mortgage if they can't afford to pay it. Most of us don't wait to become a statistics to know that we're in trouble, but these problems are all around us. They happen to our families, they happen to our friends' families and ourselves. It's ironic that we live in one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but yet we still have money problems. We can work hard all our lives, but still retire poor. We do so much to raise our kids just to see them finish college with a lot of debt. How is it that debt is becoming a way of life? We need to change this. We need to put a stop to this. We don't have much. And it's because we don't know much. Nobody teaches us how to manage our money in school. Nobody. Financial issues are not often discussed, and financial products are not always explained. Most of these guys are just coming to make a sale. They probably don't even know themselves. So they come there just to make a sale. You're just a sale. They don't want you to know because they don't know. Most people have trouble balancing their own checkbooks and even reading the financial statements. How many of you guys can honestly say you can read your bank statements? You can read your 401k statements, your retirement statements. We use credit cards every day. And, we don't even always understand all these hidden charges. People get credit cards and don't even know what the interest rates on them are. We buy insurance policies and stick them in file cabinets. Never look at them. We contribute to our 401ks and our RRSPs, and we're really hoping that someone will just take care of it for us. But you go to the person that in 2001 and 2008 and ask them how that worked out. How much money did they lose? How much more money are you willing to lose? You know, we all want to have a comfortable retirement, but few have a plan. We may be active spenders, but passive savers. We need to be aggressive savers. You need to be saving anywhere from 10 to 20% if you really want to have a very great future. It's possible that we don't even know what we don't know, right? Even though the financial industry is one of the largest industry in the world, and even though we are flooded with the financial news channels and websites, financial literacy is the murkiest ever. Nobody know. If I was to ask you guys right now, do you know the rule of 72? It's sad that 90% of the people don't even know that. And I think it's one of the most important things you must know. You know, there's a jungle of complex rules and regulations for thousands of stocks, bonds, funds, saving plans, credit cards, and loans out there. And nobody understands this. What's the issue? We need to change. And the task won't be easy, but we need to understand first. The old days of passive dependency have to end. It have to end. A new era of proactivism and financial freedom must begin. We must take up the task in our own hands. We can't wait for someone else. We got to teach ourselves. We got to teach our kids. We got to teach our community. We got to teach our church. We got to teach even our bosses. Because no one else does it. So that's one of the reasons why these books are here. Our company provides these books for you to read them. So what we want is this. We want to explain finance as how you will talk to your other friends, right? We want to make it as simple enough, using common language for common people. We don't intend to get in a lot of details, but we want to use simple examples. We want you to understand that. We want you to focus on the fundamentals so that way you learn how money works. That's one of the reasons why I tell you we want to use these simple examples and common assumptions, right? Very simple. So the best we can hope for is to get attention and interest in financial matters, and for you to obtain some basics, and I mean some basics of how money works. It's the first step towards your financial future. Like many of us, once you enter the gate of financial knowledge, you'll discover that it is doable to understand. Also, how to plan and build a financial foundation for you and your family. I want you to remember this. All right? One thing I want you guys to remember. I want you to remember that there is nobody more interested in your financial future than you are. Definitely not the government or your employer. It is your responsibility to learn the simple rules of how money works. Understand how money works is part of taking care of your family. And you can do it. You can take control of your future today by listening to this, by sharing this, by being a part of this. You know, we're always looking at, tonight we're having a great workshop. You should come down to our center. If you can't make it to our center, you should reach out to me. Call me at 973-873-5977 so that way I can sit down with you one-on-one and share with you some information. It is free. We're just on a mission to educate 1 million family. And I will hope your family be one of that million. I want you to get the information. I want you to learn this. It is time you take advantage of all the information that is here for you. So, with that said, I want you guys to tune back in. Tune back in to this great information. And I'm going to share with you a lot of knowledge. Every day, we're going to share knowledge. Every day, we're going to talk about how we can educate 1 million families before 2020. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Mr. Finance, also known as Keon Corniff, one of the senior leaders here at the East Orange Financial Center. And I would love for you guys to come down and definitely see what we're teaching the community and all these families. Because education on finance is not talked about, it is lacked. And it's time we, me and you, change that. Thank you. Remember to like and share. Bye-bye.